Good afternoon, Chairman Schatz, Vice Chairman Murkowski, and members of the committee. My name is Jason Freihage, and I serve as the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Management for Indian Affairs at the U.S. Department of the Interior. Thank you for the opportunity to present the Department's testimony on S-4104, the Haulapai Tribe Water Rights Settlement Act of 2022, and S-4439, the Katimiîn and Ameekyáaraam Sacred Lands Act. The Biden administration strongly supports the resolution of Indian water rights claims through negotiated settlements. Congress plays an important role in improving water rights settlements, and we stand ready to work with this committee and the members of Congress. Negotiations regarding potential settlement of the tribe's water right claims have been ongoing since 2011. The first phase addressed reserved water rights to several off-reservation tracts in the Bill Williams River Basin and resulted in the Bill Williams River Water Rights Settlement Act of 2014. The second phase, addressed in S-4104, covers additional water rights in the Bill Williams River Basin, as well as the remainder of the tribe's water rights in the Colorado River Basin and the Verde River Basin. S-4104 would resolve the tribe's remaining water rights claims in Arizona, ratify and confirm the Haulapai Tribe Water Rights Settlements Agreement among the Haulapai Tribe, the United States, the state of Arizona, and others, and authorize funds to implement the settlement agreement. The bill would reallocate 4,000 acre-feet of fourth priority Central Arizona Project non-Indian agriculture priority water to the tribe to be used for any purpose on or off reservation within the lower Colorado River Basin in Arizona. S-4104 establishes a trust fund of $180 million that the tribe can use to develop water infrastructure on its reservation. It also authorizes a $5 million fund for the Secretary of the Interior for settlement implementation, including for ongoing groundwater monitoring and modeling. The Department supports S-4104. The bill is a result of over a decade of good faith negotiations. Rather than committing the tribe or the United States to construct specific water infrastructure projects, S-4104 allows the tribe to make decisions regarding how, when, and where to develop water infrastructure on its reservation. This approach to settlement is consistent with tribal sovereignty and self-determination. Environmental compliance and issuance of a record of decision by the Secretary are conditions precedent to construction of tribal projects with the trust fund. The environmental compliance process will allow for the identification and mitigation of any adverse impacts of a project, including adverse impacts to the Grand Canyon National Park. Previously introduced bills to approve the settlement include provisions prohibiting the tribe and the United States from objecting to any use of groundwater outside the boundaries of the reservation. Recent negotiations have produced compromise language tailored to the unique facts and hydrogeology on and around the reservation. The Department believes that S-4104 would protect the groundwater resources available on the reservation while providing certainty to surrounding communities that also rely on the Truxtun Aquifer. However, we caution that the compromises reached in this settlement are not a one-size-fits-all and should not be considered a precedent for other settlements. As a final matter, the Department notes that S-4104 contains restrictions on taking lands into trust in Arizona. This restriction is a significant limitation on the authority of the United States under existing federal law and is contrary to the administration's strong support for returning ancestral lands to tribes. The Department does not seek to contradict the tribe's decision that the benefits provided by S-4104 justify this compromise. The Department supports the tribe's exercise of its sovereignty while strongly disfavoring restrictions on taking of lands into trust. The Department is pleased to support S-4104. S-4439 would transfer approximately 1,031 acres of federal land in Siskiyou and Humboldt counties, California, from the United States Forest Service to the Department of the Interior and directs the Secretary to take that land into trust for the benefit of the Karuk tribe. The transfer of the administrative jurisdiction and transfer into trust is subject to the condition that the Chief of the Forest Service continues to manage the National Wild and Scenic River System that flows through the Katimiîn and Ameekyáaraam land. Additionally, the bill directs the Secretary of Agriculture to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the Karuk tribe to establish mutual goals to protect and enhance the river values of any component of the National Wild and Scenic River System that flows through the land. Gaming on the land would be prohibited. The Department supports this legislation. The Katimiîn and Ameekyáaraam land is sacred to the Karuk tribe and vital to their culture and traditions. We appreciate the difficulty and uncertainty the tribe faces in relying on a special use permit for ceremonial access. The Department strongly supports returning traditional and sacred lands back to tribes and supports agreements with Indian tribes to collaborate in co-stewardship of federal lands and waters under the jurisdiction of the Department of the Interior and Department of Agriculture. Chairman Schatz, Vice Chairman Murkowski, and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to provide the department's views on these important bills, and I look forward to answering any questions.
Thank you very much. Mr. Smith, please proceed.